and welcome. My name is Jim Dennison. As you heard, I'm the father of the bride. Kristen Larson, new one. First of all, on behalf of the four of us, we'd like to welcome you all and thank you all for coming. I will tell you that looking out at this room, we are humbled by the number of you that are here for us tonight. You've come from long distances, from California, Texas, New York. You need to know how much this means to all of us, for all of you being here. So thank you for coming. So there's a few thank yous that I'd like to do as well. Number one, last night. What a great night. Thank you, Dean and Karen Larson, for hosting the rehearsal. Wonderful company, great food, getting to know people on both sides of each of the two families. Thank you both very much for that. None of this happens, I promise you none of this happens, without the very hard work of one particular person in this room, the woman I love more than anything, Pam Dennison. As some of you know that have been through this, it takes a village to host a wedding like this, and for those of you that know me, that will never come out of my mouth again. Couldn't resist that one. Seriously, there are too many family members and friends to thank, but you need to know, I mean, most of the people in this room have touched this wedding in one way or the other. And I can't tell you how much we appreciate all the help that you've been, so thank you very much for that. We're so excited to welcome Peter into our family. This is what a absolutely wonderful young man. So there's two things I want to share with you real quick, and I'm trying to keep this to about 3 to 5 minutes, so if I run a little bit over, indulge me. The first time I met him, and this is actually kind of a cool story about Peter. Kristen was hosting a cookout at her place that she was living at the time down in Lakeview. And I'm down cooking, I'm downstairs, I'm down by myself. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes this guy with a beer in his hand. And he hands it to me, and we just start chatting. Come to find out, he's a Cleveland sports fan. So he's a Cleveland sports fan, and he brings me a beer. How much better does it get than that, right? And the second one is the day that he came to ask for Kristen's hand in marriage. And God bless him, he was so nervous. And that's Peter, but he was so incredibly well prepared and so organized when he spoke. I mean, he said everything that a father wants to hear. And you could tell it was from the heart. If any of you have had the chance to talk with Peter that have not met him, he speaks from the heart, and he is a wonderful young man. You guys should be so very proud of him. You've raised him well. He is a great, great person. We are so excited to have him. On top of that, we'd like to welcome Peter to the family, but also Dean, Karen, Kirsten, Kelly, and John. It's really magic with two families like this coming together. So we're just very excited about that. One of the really great things that you get a chance to do, being father of the bride, is that I've got the honor and the privilege I'll get it together, I promise. The honor and the privilege to briefly talk about the best daughter a father could ever ask for. A couple of weeks ago, we were at a wedding, and Jay and Rhonda are here tonight. Jay and Rhonda Grahowski, and Jay gave me a great bit of advice in doing this toast. As he was doing Lauren's toast, after he finished, he came over and he said to me, he goes, "You're next." And I said, "I know that." Let me give you one bit of advice. Do not look at her. I'm trying. But you know how difficult that can be. It's a momentous day for us, for our family. And there's two things that are making it great. Number one is the coming together of these two families, the Dennisons and the Larsons. Number two is, this may be one of the first times, for those of you who know Kristen, this may be one of the first times that she's ever been on time for any event. She knows I love her to death, but that was too easy. That one was too easy to pass on. A couple things very quickly. Number one, I remember the night Pam and I going to Fairview Southdale Hospital in Edina, Minnesota, and when she gave birth to Kristen, the doctor coming over and going, "You have a daughter," and the magic and the joy of that moment, and just being able to go, "Wow, this is incredible." As she was growing up, she loved to dress up as a bride. And as parents, we were thinking, one day maybe she'll be in that role. Maybe she'll be in that spot. And she will be beautiful. And you never think that she's going to be as beautiful as she is today. And I can't tell you how proud of her we are. Woo! Like Dean mentioned in his toast last night, I'm not going to go through all the milestones in Kristen's life. There are a few things, as I was thinking about what I wanted to say, what I wanted to put together in this, what I kept coming back to is what words come to me when I think about Kristen. And there's a few things that kept coming up over and over and over again. One was thoughtful, one was spontaneous, fun-loving, sincere, generous to a fault, emotional, passionate, punctual. Ooh, no, punctual is not. Happy. And it reminded me of one of my aunt's favorite show, and for you young people, you probably don't remember it here. But in the opening line of the Mary Tyler Moore Show, "You can turn the world on with your smile." That's her. She does it. And we share a love of music, which is interesting because it's taken us forever to pick out the father-daughter dance song. And quite frankly, I'm not sure if we picked it out yet. Anyways, and I'll finish up with this because I know one of the things that's perfunctory in this is advice. So I've got three things. These two complement each other so very well. Enjoy that and celebrate that. Peter is the yin to her yang, which I think is just wonderful. They really work very, very well together. That's number one. Number two, and these guys are probably sick and tired of me saying this, be here now. Be in the moment. I know it's so easy to think about what's going on in the future and what's happening here and there. Enjoy this night. Take a look at this room. These are people that love you and support you so very much. Be here tonight and enjoy this. And then, especially for all you guys sitting here, you guys run so fast, right? In the immortal words of Ferris Bueller, right? Slow down. Life moves pretty fast. And if you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you could miss it. So, that being said, please raise your glass. Hold on, I'm going to drink. Please raise your glass and help me toast these two newlyweds that we are so very proud of. Kristen